Basketball fans have a lot to say about Dwyane Wade's new statue. After the former NBA player was honored by the Miami Heat with a bronze statue outside of Kaseya Center, making him the first on the team to earn a figure in front of the team arena, fans of the athlete share their disappointment with the artwork and are calling for it to be remade. In the comments section of the unveiling video posted by the Miami Heat, one user writes, "That does not look anything like Dwyane Wade. Heat, get your money back." And another replies, "Remake the statue. This ain't right." And while his fans might not be too impressed with the statue, Dwyane still shares his excitement for the high honor. Writing on his Instagram story, "This kid from the south side of Chicago will forever be cemented in stone in Miami." In another IG story, fans can see that Dwyane was actually part of the sculpting process, as he's seen working with the artist of timeless creation on the face of his statue, which was the most contentious part of the figure for fans. E! News has reached out to reps for Dwyane, the Miami Heat, and Timeless Creations for comment, but has not yet heard back. Dwyane started his basketball career playing for the Miami Heat in 2003. Throughout his time in the NBA, he played 14 seasons for the team until he ultimately retired from the sport in 2019. While speaking on the Miami Heat's YouTube series, Inside the Heat, Dwyane reflected on his legendary career and stepping into a new chapter after basketball.
You know, when you get done playing a game of basketball, it's a little nervousness that pops in your mind. It's a little in your stomach because I've been playing this game for so long. You know, most athletes been playing it as long as they can remember, and especially when you become great at it. I had a little moment of, man, what am I going to do next? But I did what I normally do. I sat down and started writing things down of what I want to see for myself. And once I had everything on paper, I sat down with my team and I said, okay, these are the things that I want to do. Put together a great plan, how we were going to attack it. I've been in more meetings in this few months that I've been away from the game than ever in my life. But it's been fun because I bring my work ethics.
Street, what's up with you, baby? We in the building. Hopefully we in the building. Street, where you at, dog? Street. It'll kidnap my dog. Anyway, we in the building, man. I'm
in the portal.
Get out the portal, dog. Come back to the light. Don't go towards the light. Come back. What's up with you, baby?
I'm chilling, home. Chilling, Hans. I'm chilling.
I love it, dog. Listen, man, let's get into this deal, man. Let's talk about it. Dwyane Wade gets enshrined in bronze at the Miami Heat arena forever. But like the man say, hey, man, people are hot. People are upset about the way it looks. And I think the problem is, it's like the wrinkles in his face make him look old. You know what I mean? I think they tried to probably stay true to the picture, and I don't know because I got to see the picture. But I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? When you first saw it,
it was ugly. I'm sure that was Dwyane Wade thoughts also. I think they tried to stay true to the picture when he was saying, "It's my house," but I think they try to keep it too real. And keep it real.
You know what it is? It's like a comedian when the joke don't land right. It's like,
yeah,
you know, you get that quiet, you get those quiet sounds. You know what I mean? Instead, you get that.
Yeah, like all them jokes that they was talking at that Republican rally the other day. It sounded a little crazy.
Hey, I'll say this though, Street. When you thought about it, when you saw Dwyane Wade's face when they, you know, kind of unveiled the whole thing, what do you think? If you had to be his conscience and speak to the people, what do you think he said? Hold on. Ready?
That's who y'all think Gabby married?
Oh, that's the first thing you thought of?
Yeah, dog. You think Gabby fell for him?
Damn. Damn. That's funny though, man. Shout out to Dwyane Wade. I think they will redo it. I think they will redo that part. They can go in there and cut the head part off, redo the face. Just because of what it is, you know what I mean? I think the rest of it is cool. You know what I mean? And at the bottom it says, "This is my house." And so, you know, I love it. I wish it would have said Wade County on there, because, you know, that was a big slogan too at the time. But, you know, I get it. It is an honor, and he's taking it in stride. You know, nobody really saying anything about it. But, yeah, it almost looked like his face was melting us. I don't know, man. It's a little jacked up. But me and you were wrong, because, well, I don't know if you were wrong. You asked me the question, did he see it prior to? And come to find out, due to that story, he was a part of the process of them making it. So I guess he had to approve it. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, hey, shout out to Dwyane Wade, man.
He was part of the process. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he wasn't there. The dude was chiseling like, "Hey, man, nah, man, you got to get my jaw." Like, "Nah, bro. Like, what you doing?" He probably walked in once or twice. By the time he walked in, it was too late. He was probably like, "Oh, man, what we going to do with that?" Show must go on.
Shout out to Ben McCain. That man he said, "I started this heat-ish, and this the thanks I get."
He never lied.
Hey, oh man, it's tough, bro. And you know, sometimes artists, especially with abstract art, like remember that thing they had with the arms? I forgot what city it's in. Of Martin Luther King is supposed to be hugging Coretta Scott King, but nobody kind of understood it because it was just the arms. There was no faces or anything, and it's from that picture, but nobody really got it. And sometimes artists can live in such an abstract world that they have to remember they're doing this kind of thing for the people and for people who walk by every day. So they got to kind of try to understand it. And maybe that's just how I look at it. I'm very black and white. I don't understand, you know, abstract art like that. Like this whole thing where people are spinning the paint cans and making swirls and selling it for $80,000. I'm like, bro, I'm finna go put this YouTube mic down and go get me a paint can and just spin it around and sell it for 80 stacks. But, you know, I don't see the art in that. Huh?
It's all subjective, right?
Yeah, but I don't see the art in it. I just see you spinning a paint can and you put it on the canvas, and it's like that. Now art is you showing me your talent. I guess, you know, you see people with the drill in the canvas, you see the spinning in the cans. I don't know. I'm not here to knock the art world, but hey, somebody holler at Jay-Z about it. They said that boy got real artwork on his wall. So that's what it is, man. Talk to us.
I think he go out there and find really artwork that's worth a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that, like the Mona Lisa. Why is the Mona Lisa so valuable? It's just a chick.
She don't even look like a chick.
Yeah. So she got a little stash around her lip. But anyway, you know, that picture is not even that big. That picture is only like this big. It's not a huge picture. You would think it was a big portrait. It's not big at all. Not big at all, man. So, man, let's do our intro, man. Welcome to Hayes Street. We got 120 and climbing in the building, man. For some reason, we love these Philadelphia streets out here, man. And we rocking and rolling because you never know what you're going to get, man. The Philadelphia streets like a box of chocolate. You open it that day, and you have no idea what you're going to see. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you check out the background. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button in the building, man. Street, let's do a little talk about our weekend a little bit, man. How was your weekend, my brother?
Pretty good weekend, man. I mean, we both bumped into each other at the game.
Miami
getting out
State
fans, man.
Mm-hmm.
Great not getting out seeing the fans, the people who support what we got going on. Great getting out seeing bumping into a couple of villains, man. That atmosphere, bro. I've been trying to put it in words. Like I've been trying to put it in words without being like sleazy. But the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? The atmosphere, the scenery, when it turns into a party and Miami is winning, get a little out of hand. Get a little out of hand in Miami, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get a little out of hand. I saw some out of town villains, some members from out of town.
Yeah.
I bumped into a couple of them. Bumped into a couple of dudes still stuck in the group. Me can't figure out how to get to the new membership. But all in all, man, yeah, that man, and then Sunday watching the Dolphins just throw away a lead, like it was fucking weird to me, but yeah, bro. So the Canes, I mean, was on the sideline for that. Got to see a couple kids on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Got to see little Earl Little, man, dap them up during the game. Because kids from both sides. But the Canes went out there and kind of schooled them. People got to win, man. And now Earl Little is going viral, man. You see Earl Little going viral? All
with the face down?
Oh, they done start memeing the man up, man.
Well, how is his hands back? Like most time when you fall and you go to break your fall, his hands are like straight back. Like I'm finna face
plant. I gotta rewatch the play and see what he did to him. I didn't even realize he did that to him. I saw when he tried to stiff arm him when he broke. I didn't see. I didn't know he was the last guy that tried to tackle him on that play either.
He number 0, right?
Yeah.
He
let him in tackles. I talked to his daddy after. His daddy had on the blue Florida State jersey, which is odd to see, dog. Like, but these people,
the turquoise one,
it's just odd to see him in the Florida State jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's just odd to see, but yeah, but he's supporting this kid. Oh no, listen, and I met LMV this weekend.
There it is, MVP.
So LMV, how much we appreciate her, dog. Gave her a big hug. Tell her how much we appreciate her, bro. Everything she do. I'm not sure. I know you met her too. But that's odd. I mean, that she's right here and I had never seen her before. I don't know. That was your first game, LMV, was it?
No. Yeah, no, she's been at the game, but I think this is the first time we were all there together, man. So shout out to LMVP in the building, the producer. Mike Mick said it happened second quarter at the 14:55 mark. Boy, y'all ain't playing, boy. Y'all boys got that thing timestamped. That's hilarious, man. But anyway, man, real quick before I move on kind of to my weekend, in essence, I want to give a shout out. Y'all clap it up for a new member in the building. Slug Bruce. A new member in the building. Appreciate you, Slug Bruce, becoming a member. Thank you so much, man. As always, if you want to join the Discord, do so. All you do is link your YouTube. You get into the back channels and all that good stuff. LV said, I got invited to Kappa Kane tailgate, so take that. Huh? Take that.
And well, I saw you at Kappa Kane tailgate.
And I met Nephew. That boy act like he had on some skates. Act like he got on some skates, my man. But anyway, real quick, man. So weekend was the same. Headed to the crib. I had a wedding that Friday night, bro. The traffic was terrible, bro. They had to land a helicopter on the turnpike. Somebody had a terrible accident, so I was on the turnpike for quite a long time. I ended up getting to the wedding, and basically to my goddaughter, my one of my best homeboys, man, daughter get married. I walked in, and I heard the preacher say, "Let me introduce you to Mr. and Mrs." And I was standing right there as they were getting ready to walk down the aisle. So I made it in time. We had a great time at the reception. Canes game, of course, I was out there. We did a pregame. I met a lot of team members in there. I met some villains in there. X of them had the food going as always. They had the cane juice flowing. And like I say, I really enjoy meeting people. I enjoy that interaction of finally putting a face to a name or a face to a voice. People call in, but you don't always know their name in essence, right? Like you don't always know. I mean, their face. They'd be like, "Man, I'm Cy Slicker Kane." I'm like, "Oh boy, what's up?" And you have no idea who these people are, man. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody.
But it's odd because they know who you are, and it's like their real person is sitting there watching you, but they don't realize that we don't see them. You know what I'm saying? And they walk up to you, they be like, "What up, man?" Then they realize, like, "Oh, this motherfucker don't know me. Like, he know a screen name."
Dang, look at Ellen did me. Coach Lighter in person, his studio give him a 10. God, dang.
Ellen trying to say you Puerto Rican.
Man, hey, when I'm in the studio, I'll be doing hair and makeup, man. Come on, LB. But no, I'm just teasing. But you're right. It is fun, man, and it is super interesting in regards to how, people come up and they introduce themselves, you live on the show. And, there was one interaction, and Lord, I'm forgetting their name. But me and you were standing in the concourse kind of at halftime. Tell the people about the concourse at halftime, man. We was out there talking to Ruben Bain Uncle. Weren't we talking to Ruben Bain Uncle?
Ruben Bain Uncle, the mini donut guy. When you ever see the yellow mini donut, trucks that be at the high school games. We got to see Robbie Washington mama, an eyeful. And then a guy walks up to Coach Hayes. Say, "Hey, Coach Hayes, man, my wife wanted to meet you, man." And she was ecstatic to meet Hayes, and she was telling me Hayes, but she knew who we both was, but she really wanted to meet Coach Hayes.
And she, you know what? And I had met them at a previous game, and man, they showed nothing but love. They were worried about me, being with the illness and all. And a lot of people said they was praying for me. And like I said, again, I appreciate the love for that part. But that's what's fun about it. That means that you bring joy to people that you don't even realize because they just watching you. They don't call in. They may not comment, but when they see you, they do that. Man, how do you feel when you out and about? And you in Miami more than I am, definitely. But when you out and about, man, people be like, Streeter or Footballville or whatever, because you at the high school game sometimes, or you at the, whatever. You have more events than I am, definitely, man. How does it make you feel when you think that way? Or people approach you, I say.
Y'all want me to get sentimental up here, right? Stop. No, listen, bro. It's something you started from an idea.
Right.
And for a long time, you were in a room by yourself, just grinding it out. Now you walking through a stadium and people are calling you from the stands, it's appreciation. Like, you appreciate it, and I don't know, like in those moments, sometimes they seem so happy, like they seem so happy to actually have seen you, and you can tell that you kind of inspire them sometimes, or maybe make their day, or you know what I'm saying. And I want people to know that, bro. Like it started from an idea. It started from an idea and having faith, like the same faith people have in church and anything else. Because when I started this, I didn't know I would be walking on the sideline and people calling me out the stands, like for something that I was doing. I didn't know it would turn into that. So it's appreciation, man, and it's appreciation for every person that logs in and watches, even the ones that don't comment. You know what I'm saying? You just appreciate the fact that they appreciate what you've created.
Right. 100% Street. Like I said, I tell you, one of the biggest things I remember, I'm driving on the turnpike and I go into a Pilot gas station. I'll never forget this. And I'm walking in and the cashier dude looks at me like, "Coach, hey, what's up, baby?" I'm like, "What's up, baby?" He said, "Man, I'm watching you right now." So I'm thinking like, yeah, all right. Bro, he picks his phone up, like he's sitting on the register, and he turns it around, and it's one of the shows. Like, that was crazy.
How did that make you feel, dog? When you first started, I told you this, though. I told you, wait till your ass can't go to the gas station. Then you're going to realize YouTube is lying about these numbers.
And like, here's the funny thing. I've told the story about Home Depot. I'm in Home Depot one time, buddy looking at me. You know how they looking at you? He grilled up. I'm like, man, got to get busy too. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down in aisle 6 by the lumber. You know what I'm saying? And he looking at me and he kind of walked off and he came back and he looked. He was like, "Coach, hey, what's up, man?" And when they say that, I'm like, okay, cool. If he say my real name, I know y'all had to check the docket Monday. But when he said, "Coach, hey, what's up?" Then but it is sometimes people don't realize, and even because of my height, people see me sitting in this chair, I'm 6'3", so a lot of people don't realize, they like, "Damn, like, is that him?" You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So it throw them off a little bit. But I love it, man. I do love it. Let me ask you a question. I would just do this and we'll push on here a little bit. I mean, we're on a small level of when you say this kind of stuff, but we're talking about the celebrities that anywhere and everywhere they go, we'll just say like a Kanye, Michael Jackson, a Prince, Dwyane Wade, anywhere you go, it's just constant. Do you think you could ever be tired of it?
Which part?
Just the constant people coming saying, Hey, Street, what's up, babe? Like you step out, you go to the gas. You know what I mean? I'm talking about that level of fame. I'm saying, like where like you at the that status, the Beyonce, that kind of status where you can't even do simple things anymore.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a get tired of it, but I don't know if it's a get tired of it thing, but people don't understand like who am I as a person? Like you don't ask for the fame, right? You don't realize that what you walked into. So am I able to deal with it? Like, but they never think that because we get up here and we talk and it seems as if they probably think we walk around every day talking like this. Like just, you know what I'm saying? Cracking jokes and, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I ever get tired of it because it's flattering. It's flattering when dude, it's flattering. So no, I wouldn't say tired of it, but sometimes it does make you feel you have to get used to it. Mm-hmm. Because every person, it's new. You're new to every person in person, and they don't realize that it's 40,000. You know what I'm saying? 100,000, and I'm reacting it over and over again. And sometimes you may be talking to this person, and this person want to talk to you, and then you start coming off as, damn, Street ain't. But it's like you trying to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to deal with it. No, I remember one of the most flattering times was I went to a business meeting, and I'm saying this because of what just happened. Jaden Daniels, who just threw the Hail Mary, his mom was at the table at the business meeting, and we went and sat down. We were finna talk some business with this guy, and his mom and Jaden Daniels happened to be there. And I sat down, and he was like, oh, yeah, he's the guy from football. And Jaden Daniels' mama said, I know them. This is a 707 guy. And me and X was flattered. Like, we was like, bro, that's coming from California. Like,
right.
Like, bro, that's Arizona. Like, she's across the country. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And she knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? And she knew who we were. And that's kind of flattering when you realize that, damn, you done stretched. You done stretched across the country. And people at that stature, until today, I can DM her and she'll laugh back with me. You know what I'm saying? Because of something you built. But that's kind of flattering. But I don't know if it's a get tired of thing. It's just a get used to thing. That's all.
No, and to your point, right? Like I met Oregon Kane. He was like, man, I came all the way from Oregon because was like that kind of stuff. It's Kane fans everywhere. And so to your point, it is flattering, like I said, but that's part of your job, right? And that's part of what it is. And you don't want to seem like you don't want to give this person love, talk to that person, or 2 or 3 people. So, like I said, it is something new, right? Like it is something new. You ain't grow up like little Michael, where you was a child star. You've been doing this since you was 8, 9, 10. So it is fun. And I still encourage people, man. I don't want you to take no picture with me. I want to take a picture with you, because without you guys, these thing doesn't grow. And so, of course, I always want to appreciate everybody. And if I ever seem to come off, it's not intentional. So I just want people to put that out there, man, because there's a lot of love. But I got to give a shout out to this person right here. Hold on, what they say? Here we go. Gregory Davis. A lady was giving Coach a problem. He said, call the police. So there was a parking attendant lady, right? I'm going live on the tripod up, bro. The lady's like, I don't want to be on camera. I said, ma'am, you're not going to be on camera. I'm facing this way. I'm facing the stadium. So she tried to make me move from the spot so the car could park. So I moved over. She now trying to get me to go over there. I said, ma'am, I'm live right now. And most people caught this. And I said, I'm live right now. I can't just do what you, I don't want to be on camera. Ma'am, well, do something. Like, I can't help you. You need to go over there. No. Matter of fact, no, I can't help because your lace front to the left. Call the police.
You don't own the parking lot. You park cars.
Right. And I said, call the police. If you want me to move, then call the police. Then I'll move. And she went away. But she wanted me to move my whole setup because she didn't want to be on camera. Well, ma'am, don't walk by the camera. Walk that side. Get out of here with that. But anyway, much love to her.
You can tell them whatever, LV. You can tell them whatever you want. Very appreciative of you, LV. Very.
Always, man. Let's get into the one of the main topics here for the day. Indiana, undefeated right now, came out of nowhere. Indiana football I'm just calling it what it is, bro. Indiana football is, it's crazy. And people want to say, oh, they ain't playing nobody. Oh, they ain't doing this. Well, I'm just going to give a couple scores. Street, I'll let you run with it after this if you don't mind. Indiana starts the season off against FIU, 31-7. Mind you, they brought in 80 transfers. Curt Cignetti, first-year head coach there. Curt Cignetti, first-year head coach, comes in 31-7. Western Illinois, 77-3. UCLA, 42-13. Charlotte, 52-14. Indiana over Maryland. Conference game, 42-28. Maryland team that beat USC. Indiana, conference game, Northwestern, 41-24. Nebraska, conference game, 56-7. The one that just took Ohio State to the wire. Indiana over Washington, who beat Michigan, 31-17. And they'll be taking on Michigan State, another conference game here this weekend. Bro, talk to me. Talk to me. What in the world is going on in Indiana with the Hoosiers?
Oh, you know it's kind of weird. I think Curt Cignetti. You know who that is? You know where he come from? Where was he?
I know he coached at Alabama. He's got some like IUP. He coaches some smaller schools, but he came through there. He's got a decent coaching resume, but he came through some of those smaller schools after he left Alabama.
He been since '83. He been at it. Now Davis and Rice, Temple.
Yeah.
Alabama,
no major programs as the head coach, but until he got to Alabama.
Right. IUP, Elon. The significant one is James Madison since 2019, 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
James Madison, Cignetti was named head football coach December 14, 2018. Cignetti led the Dukes to a 7-game improvement. So basically, he ended up JMU went 12-2 in 2021 football season and announced the move to the Colonial Athletic Association. Because James Madison has been playing really, really well you know what I'm saying, recently, and he was at the helm of it, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
He gets hired by Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what he did? I think 9 players came with him from James Madison.
Ooh.
And this is what we have been talking about the bigger schools raping the smaller schools, and then the it just rolls downhill. 9 players he brought from Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana football head coach. I think his quarterback is from Ohio University, Kurtis Rourke. He's from Ohio University.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the leading tackler, Aiden Fisher's from James Madison. A D lineman from James Madison. Running back from James Madison. Zach Horton, leading tight end from James Madison. And he brought these guys over with all of the guys you said that transferred. What we got going on in the background? We ain't in Detroit no more. From James Madison. And I'm here to tell y'all, bro, listen, much as we talk about high school recruiting and breaking news, Malachi Tony just recommitted to the University of Miami. As much as we talk about high school recruiting, Indiana is slapping people in the face, bro, with transfer portal kids and a coach that obviously has a system where he can that works. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not all about. We love to say, hey, man, we ain't got the guys back there at defensive back, or we ain't got the guys at defensive line to get it done. Indiana not gonna have the guys, but hey, they getting it done, dog. And you as a coach, dog, you got to tell me how. Like, they're getting it done. They slapped in the mouth. Who that was? Nebraska. Punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ohio State just barely got out of there with a win, dog. They punched them in the face. And they don't have the guys.
No, to your point, right? And to your point, first of all, he found 9 dudes that he trusts, that he likes, and he knows that could contribute at a high level. First of all, so not only that you bring those in, those 9 guys, I don't know if they're all starters, but they know his system. They know what he likes. They know what he doesn't like. So they become locker room spokesmen for him, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, he's getting the most out of everything that he has, and they're not playing the radio. Now, people could talk about the level of competition. Yeah, I get it. However, they still whooping people by, 20, 30 points apiece. Even 77-3 is bananas. I don't care what level you're playing. And you have to remember, the clock, it runs faster now than it used to be. It didn't stop when you go out of bounds. So the throw, the throw of 77 on people that's kind of crazy. But what I will say about them, and if you look at them, they are not a team who has a star, right? A guy that pops off. People are talking about Indiana. People are not talking about a particular player like Boise State, where they're talking about Ashton Jeanty, right? They're not talking about Ashton Jeanty and Boise State. They're talking about Indiana, Curt Cignetti. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, right. Rourke comes over there. He's got 1,900 yards passing. Bro, the dude has 135 completions. That's it, right? 15 touchdowns, three interceptions. Their rushing game, combined for the season, all of their rushing is only 319 yards. I apologize. That's not fair. 1,605 yards. They have 319 carries. Their leading rusher has 637 yards. Their leading rusher. So they're not, again, now he's averaging 6.2 yards a carry, but they don't have a guy, again, like my man from Iowa State that's already at 1,000 and you know what I mean? Like their leading rusher might be 25th or 30th in the running back so far as the levels. Their quarterback not even on the radar. But as an entire team, they're playing as a team. And I have to be honest, I didn't watch Indiana football. Never had any urge to watch it unless they're going to play some whatever. So prior to this, I went and watched all of the cut-ups and the condensed versions just to see what are they doing. And they are playing as a team. They are playing as a team. And that is showing a difference. You understand?
Right.
And they got a good stretch coming up here, Street. After Michigan State, they go after Michigan State, they go Michigan, Ohio State, and then Purdue. So these last 4 games, I think, is legitimate competition. They're ranked number 13th right now in the country, undefeated. Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State, and Purdue. And boy, if they throw Ohio State under the bus, my Lord, boy, it's going to be some smoke in the city. There's going to be some smoke in the city.
The only thing they're in top 5 stat in college football is yards allowed. That's it. That's the only thing I see them in top 5.
So they giving up. They giving up yardage.
That's the only thing I see them in yards allowed. They're number 5. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't see them top 5 in anything. But you know what, Hayes? I don't buy into they haven't played anybody yet. That shit kills me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. They play the same schedule every year, right? Mm-hmm. Same schedule every year.
Right.
The year they become successful, people start saying, well, they ain't playing nobody yet. Bro, these teams are in the same conference. They play the same schedule every year. When they start popping out, it means something. It's the same team that been beating them for 30 years.
They ain't winning by a point. They're not winning by a point. So
No, that never makes sense to me when people say that. University of Miami has been in the ACC for 18 years. They've been 8-0 twice. Once they become 8-0 and leading the nation in passing, it means something. Like you can't say North Carolina is nobody now. North Carolina been beating their ass for 15 years. So when Indiana start popping out, right, and thumping Nebraska finally for the first time we can never remember, since goddamn your boy was there at quarterback. What your boy name was quarterback for them ended up a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At quarterback?
Yeah, Yeah, somebody has said in the comment
Oh,
section.
the Steelers, Big Ben and Antonio Brown.
No. But he was a quarterback for Indiana, and he ended up a wide receiver for the Steelers.
Oh, Hines Ward. No, Hines Ward played in Georgia. Hines Ward played in Georgia.
Somebody gonna say it in the comment section now.
Not Cordell.
Randall L.
Randall L. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So now they probably finna thump Michigan State. They done thump Nebraska, and you saying they ain't playing nobody. They been getting ass whooped by the same team for 30 years.
Big Ten. And it's Big Ten play, right? They've played right now UCLA, Big Ten, Maryland, Big Ten, Northwestern, Big Ten, Nebraska, Big Ten. They've won. So half of their schedule is their conference so far.
So once they start beating them, y'all gonna tell them they're not playing anybody. They was the nobodies.
Right.
But people just say that just to say it. Like it's just something to say to discredit them. All you're really saying is they haven't played Georgia yet. That's all you're saying. that's all you're saying.
They ain't played they ain't played like a top 7 or 8 team yet. Right.
Right. And I don't buy into it, bro. And I'm glad that we're pointing this out because he's doing it with guys from James Madison. Like for all of that, there guys who got coaches and they be like, man, listen, man, these ain't his kids. We don't got any guys, we don't got no guys at DB. We don't got no guys. We ain't got our offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who says stuff like that is coaches like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it invalid.
Mm-hmm.
Period. He has a system in place that works. Somehow the kids are buying in, and they finna show up to kick your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying?
Bro, how is this looking? Just talking here. I don't know. Indiana. Who's the con? Let me see the standings right now. I'm trying to see. Right now, Indiana and Oregon in the conference championship. They both are the only one with they're 8-0. They're 8-0 overall, and Indiana, Oregon are both 5-0 in the conference right now. And they do not play each other during the season to kill each other off. So as long as Indiana beats Ohio State, then what happens to Penn State? Penn State is down 1, but Penn State doesn't play. They do play Ohio State. So Penn State plays Ohio State this week. They could wreck Ohio State opportunity. And if Indiana beats Ohio State, they're definitely out of it. Then you can see, but what happens now? Indiana, peep this. Indiana, Penn State, and Oregon are all undefeated in their conference.
I hope it ain't like the ACC. The ACC got some weird way to determine it, dog.
Bro, think about that. Indiana could go conference undefeated. Oregon, because they don't play each other and they don't play Penn. So none of the top 3 don't play each other to knock it off. And if they all beat the Ohio State, Michigan, like they don't have any losses head to head, who are they going to say is in the conference championship? Point differential?
No,
I don't know.
You know, the ACC, it goes all the way to they take the teams you played, add up their records, and sees who played the toughest record.
So they're looking at strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's tough work right there now. So again, Indiana, like I said,
Indiana got who left?
Indiana has Michigan State. They have Michigan State. They have Michigan, Ohio State, and Purdue.
Boy, that Indiana Ohio State game. I wish that thing was at Indiana. I wish it was going. That Indiana Ohio State game gonna be for everything, ain't it?
It's gonna be for all, dog. It's gonna be for all the marbles, dog. As they say, it's for all the marbles, bro. Indiana Ohio State is gonna be for all the marbles, bro. Because if they lose to Ohio State, then Ohio State comes in and beats Penn State, right? Let me look at this right quick. Coach got to get his research on. Yeah, and Ohio State beats Penn State this weekend. Then they'll be in because Ohio State. Oh, they already lost to Oregon, So they'll get their rematch in the conference championship.
They already lost.
Yeah, they lost to Oregon. I forgot they played, but that's Ohio State. Penn State doesn't play Oregon. Let me make sure.
Indiana at Ohio State. Is Indiana the favorite?
I don't know, but I will say this. Penn State got the lightest road ahead. They only got Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, and Maryland. Not saying they can't be beat, but they don't have a, like I said, they got Ohio State this weekend. So they beat Ohio State. I think you see them in the championship because Ohio State is ranked number 4 in the nation. And they playing them at Happy Valley. Huh?
You think FIU knew that they was playing against an undefeated 8-0 team when they played them in that first game?
No.
Yeah, no clue.
Hey, they in the locker room. Man, they beat us, but they ain't that good.
I remember when I saw that they beat UCLA in week 3, and I was like, man, I thought Foster was going to – I thought they could beat Indiana. Damn, they ain't beat Indiana. And, boy, they went to rolling.
Yeah.
they went to rolling.
Boxing Truth Serum says it won't matter. OSU almost got beat by Nebraska at home, full of talent. Coaching is the problem. Yeah, I got Minnesota upsetting Penn State in Minnesota. Yee, doggy. They can never get over the hump. Man, I had a conversation with somebody about Ryan Day. They don't want to believe me. I'll just say this last piece and we can push forward. If I, Hayes, was Ryan Day, I'm getting out of college football. I'm going to the NFL.
Yeah.
For a better quality of life. I could go whether somebody want me as head coach, maybe even as offensive coordinator, because that's what he's been. Go in there as a coordinator, win a couple games, maybe get a head coach shot. He's only 45 years old, I believe, 46, somewhere in there. So he's relatively young. But, bro, the quality of life is much better. Much better. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's it. That's all love. It's good, Street. We good on that. So, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, that's how I look at it. I think everybody will be tuned in. Maybe not to the Indiana, Michigan State, but people will definitely be tuned in to the Ohio State. I'm sorry, to the not Ohio State Penn State game, because I think that's going to decide a lot. All right, that's definitely going to decide a lot. So a lot of people will be tuned in. That game is at 12 p.m. This Saturday, November 2nd. So that's what it is, man. Let's talk about another undefeated team. Who is the most quietest undefeated team, Street, in the world? You know who that is?
Yes.
Talk to me.
And the rankings are like they don't even exist, though. The Pitt Panthers.
The Pitt Panthers put a shellacking on Syracuse, conference win. How many turnovers, Street?
I know they had 3 pick sixes in the first half, 4 interceptions, and ended up with 5 interceptions in the game. I don't even know if how many fumbles they had.
Let me see if I can pull it up right here quickly. I think they had nobody fumbled, just interceptions. So no fumbles on the wood, only interceptions. 5 interceptions.
They ain't need none. They need no. They need none. They gave up enough.
Michael Perk says Army. Army is undefeated, but I don't think they would have quite. I think they got some noise because of the Army, and Army and Navy being undefeated. So they got a little bit of put. But Pitt is getting no love out here in these YouTube streets. Pitt is getting no love out here in these college streets. Maybe because of strength of schedule, whatever. But bro, you picked 6 Kyle McCord 3 times, huh? 3 times. And take it to the crib. Bro, I want you to understand this. The halftime score for Pitt was 31-0, and they had a total of 86 total yards on offense. 86 total yards because the defense had scored 3 times.
Crazy.
What you got to say? What you got to say about that?
I talked about this briefly on our Bill and Take show. Like their head coach, Syracuse head coach. I got to meet Syracuse head coach last year. I interviewed his son. His son's like a 10-year-old baller, Fran Brown. And he was at Georgia at the time. We went and hollered at him. I mean, I actually know him. You know what I'm saying? I was in contact with him a lot last year. Good dude, man. Good dude. Stand for a lot. Know a lot about Miami. You saw in that game, he grabs McCord by the head and basically tells him, I got your back. Something like that, right?
Right.
I don't know anything about Kyle McCord, right? And this is what I'm saying. But I'm here to tell you guys this. Like, college football, you're giving 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 17-year-old kids $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Could you imagine the silly shit that they're doing in their off time? Could you imagine? Could you imagine the Instagram model that lives 2 hours away and she's telling him, just fly here Sunday morning, then just fly back Sunday night?
Baby, how about I fly you in for the rest of the season?
All right. No.
Travel agent? Give me a season ticket.
Right. You put some kids in the middle of nowhere, you give them some money, and watch them become creative.
Some money? Give them a lot of money. And watch them go, loose my money, honey.
Now, I tip my hats to these colleges for hiding all of this crazy, because I know that, they probably got, what's the girl name, the black girl who used to be protecting the president on that show?
Olivia Pope.
Bro, they probably got 10 Olivia Popes running around just keeping this stuff down. And I don't know Cal McCord, but what I'm saying is we are seeing enough weird stuff, right? In college football to where it's like, it has to be some focus issue going on. Like, where's the focus? Like, where these kids now money adds opportunity and freedom to your life. And you give it to a 19-year-old kid and watch how free he become. Now the question is in the comment section, after the third pick six, do you pull Cal McCord out the game? He's having a hell of a season. He's having a decent season. He's been everything. Fran Brown came out and basically thanked Ohio State for letting Cal McCord go. Beginning of the season. He's been balling. Do you pull him from that game to protect him? Because the interceptions just kept coming. They just kept flowing.
And you know what's funny about it? I'm not going to answer. I'm going to let them get a chance to answer. But here's what's funny about interception. Your quarterback goes out there and jacks it up. And you got two plays to talk to him. The field goal that they're going to kick, the extra point, and the kickoff for you to get the ball back to try to correct it. That's all you're getting. Think about what I just said. You muted out, Street. I guess you'd be. Bro. Right. So think about this. Kyle McCord throws the first pick six. God dang on it. You got two plays to get his head back right.
Come here.
Uh-oh.
Kid don't walk in the room. She want what you want, baby? What you want? Okay, what else? That's it? You got it?
Ask for $100, Kia. Ask for $100. But that was the slickest $100 I ever seen passed out. That's what I'm talking about. So think about that, Street. Your dude just threw an interception, the first one, right? Think about what he throws the first one. All right, come on over here, baby. Look, they over there kicking the extra point. They get ready to go on kickoff. You get ready to go right back out there. He goes out there on the next drive, throw another pick six. You're like, all right, baby, we got two more plays. They got the extra point and the kickoff. All right, stay focused. Look here. You go back on the next drive, throw another pick six. I know Fran Brown was like, I know this camera on me right now, and I can't act the donkey like I want to. But I know he was drowning the goldfish when he went home. I know he was down
I can't remember. Were they all clean pick sixes, or were they kind of like bouncing off people? I can't remember. No, I saw them all.
They were clean. They were clean from what I saw. They were clean.
And what's wrong with this wide receivers, dog? Ain't no drill. Y'all don't run no drill on the offense where you got to tackle the defense. Like, why we can't get nobody to the ground? Like,
bro, it was a little nuts. So, like I said, it was a little crazy. But let's talk about Pitt for a little bit. Kind of like I think I want to give Pitt some love, even though they're in the conference. I want to build them up so we can break them down if they do happen to show up in the conference championship. I think they're another team that is playing, in my opinion, they're playing good team ball. I don't think they have any outstanding players. Their quarterback is 100 yards less than the dude from Indiana. He only got 1,800 yards, Holston, right? Mm-hmm. Their running back, 541 yards. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Shout out to D. McMillan on the tackles. He was the big-time safety out of Pennsylvania that went to Florida. I broke down his film as WRE, and he transferred out of Florida and went back to Pittsburgh to stay home. But there's nothing that they're doing. Their total, I want you to hear this. This is their season rushing, 1,121 yards. There are 4 running backs. That's their total rushes. There are 4 running backs right now that are beating them as a team. Mm-hmm. Totally, with more yardage than they have right now.
Right.
So, again, this is another team effort of winning. Another team effort. You know,
I'll tell you this. They have Desmond Reed
mm-hmm.
from Miramar. And I've talked about Desmond Reed up here before. Look at his receiving, Hayes. Like, look at his rushing and look at his receiving. He is their weapon.
Right.
But Desmond Reed, wait, I'll tell you this. Now, check this out. 5'8", 175 pounds. Out of Miramar, Florida. Played for PPO. Nobody recruited him out of high school because he was small. He was breaking ankles in high school. Went to West Florida, broke all the records, and Pittsburgh took a chance on him. Went into spring football and started lightning. Now he is their weapon, dog. And when you watch him play, he's small, but they throw it to him, they hand it off to him, and 5'8", 175 pounds, Hayes.
And the funny thing, he looks small too. Like when the when the quarterback hand the ball off, he be low with it. Like he got great balance. He's got great burst, great change of direction. The other day, I'm gonna make a video of him. I talked to him the other day, bro. Great kid, but chip on. You talking about chip on shoulder? He got one of them packy chips on his shoulder, one of them hot chips on it. You talking about a chip on his shoulder? Well, he'll put it all on the line right there on the football field because he's been proving people wrong for. He been proving people wrong since the start, and it's been frustrated for him and his family because I remember. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I get it because you know what the hard thing about kids like that, they are so dynamic at their particular school or area, especially being guys in South Florida, knowing this is the mecca of football, and then these colleges come and just pass you over, pass over you, and they'll go pick the third best running back on another team or the second best running back on another team because he's 6 foot, 190, 185, you know what I mean? That kind of deal. And that's what the hardest thing when it comes to these recruits and so forth. You know, so shout out to Pittsburgh in the building, man, the Panthers. We can't wait to meet you. Shout out to my man T from Baltimore, baby. If we see you December 7th in the ACC Championship in Charlotte, just know first drink on me. The other 10 on you because you're going to lose that bet, baby. That's all I want to say. I love you, man. More pressure to you. Let's take a look at this last piece. I kind of wanted to make it my I don't see how, but I don't want to. I think we could dive deep into this because both of us know this guy. If you don't mind, if you don't mind, I like to. Yeah, we already know what time it is, but we gotta do this right quick. We gotta see what in the going on here. Hold up. Here we go. We're just gonna let this play. We're just gonna sit off here to the side. We're gonna let this play. everybody's been talking about this, the Bears versus the Commanders, right? The Bears versus the Commanders. And who is this gentleman right here at the bottom in the white jersey playing for the Bears? Who is that gentleman?
Man, you know that is Tyreek Stevenson from a University of Miami, former Miami South Ridge.
This is the last play. Listen, last play of the game. The Bears are in bad shape right now. They pretty much got the win in hand. This is a 99% chance of failure for the Commanders, success for the Bears. And they blow it. Now, do you believe in football gods, Street? I just want to show that. I'll bring it back up. Do you believe in football gods, Street? Like the
I
sport,
do.
you know what I mean?
I've seen enough weird stuff. I do, man. I do.
Okay. So I believe it. I always talked about the football gods too. And the football gods will make you pay. I always say this. AKA karma. People like to call it karma, but kids don't understand karma. Players, what's karma? Who's that? She fine? Karma fine? They don't understand that. She got a Twitter handle. She got Instagram. They don't understand what karma is. To look at this play, and things could happen, but this is the most ironic thing about this. He's talking to the sideline. He's back there. His back is still turned to the competition. He turns around, and he's the one who touches the football that, in essence, knocks it into the guy's hand. God the mighty, you got to be more careful. Street, can we play it?
Play it.
NFL, don't bang us, please.
It is so many angles, dog. It's so many angles of this play. It's so funny, dog.
Just turn it around. Whoa! Excuse me, sir. They're running down the football field, and you still talking to the fans.
Now, let's be clear. Let's be clear. It's a Hail Mary. To me, it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Hail Mary is supposed to be defense, but the Commanders got two dudes that's just standing alone, right? So if that ball bounced anywhere, a Chicago Bear isn't going to get it. And for him to be standing here when the play starts and still be the same guy that touched the ball, where are the rest of his damn teammates, bro?
That's the football gods at work. Here's the key part. All these people are pointing like, turn around. Look at all these fingers. They're like, turn around, bro. Look at this. Hold up. Let me move us out the way a little bit. Look at all of these people that are pointing. You can't see it when I put the mouse back up. I got to put us back down here. Bro, they're like, turn around. Turn around. There it is. Turn around. He finally turns. Look, what's up? What y'all gonna do? My man is in full stride. He like, yeah, I got it. Watch this. Man, y'all chilling. Dude is already at the 35. He done made it to the 25. He just turned around like, oh, he's reacting 10 yards. Jada Daniels, you just spoke up speaking to his mom and stuff, right? And it's the gentleman you were talking about?
Yeah.
Look at all these people. They got him boxed out. Everybody got him boxed out. He's the only free hitter. Look,
it allowed him to be free.
No, he's free because the ball is away from him. So he's the knockdown guy. Look. And he's the one who hit the ball. And the worst thing about this street, you know the worst thing about that whole thing?
What's up?
He got to get on a plane and go back to Chicago. They're not even at home where he get dressed and dip. He got to get on a plane with these people for the next couple hours.
My question to you is this. Like, honestly, he made his stuff stick out like a sore thumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, as a coach, you're not blaming. Are you pissed at him? You're not blaming him.
Yes.
Like, if you're blaming him, then come on, bro.
I'm a firm believer in the street, and I know people don't understand this. You got to respect the game because these things happen. I think it's a thing where there are certain things, it's not a written rule. Like, I wouldn't let my players sit on their helmet. You know why? Because that's what protects your head. Don't put your A on the thing that protects your brain. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how kids sit on their helmet and be chilling? No. Like, respect the game. There are certain things I think when you respect the game, when you look at people like the Jordan, the Kobe's that respect the game. Yeah, they don't win every time. I get that. But they sure win way more than they lose. And I'm not saying Tyreek lost more, but I'm just saying how the football gods work. Think about if his hand is turned 5 degrees to the left or right, that ball don't go in his hand and hits the ground.
Right.
If he jumps 2 inches more, he bats that ball. If he don't touch it, he probably just missed it. I'm saying there's so many scenarios where that guy doesn't get the ball. It's the perfect scenario. And that's the karma, a.k.a. football god, saying, respect this game. If you don't respect this game, it's going to show you better than it can tell you. And what did Tyreek Stevenson do right after that game? Street, talk to your boy.
Yeah, he issued an apology.
Was it short or was it long?
A long apology. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're taught to knock the ball down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knock the ball down. That's what you're taught, Hail Mary. Knock the ball down.
For sure.
No, I don't like for something like that to happen because we've known those plays, they happen. You know, the football game, the dude finna throw a Hail Mary Hayes. As a coach, head coach, you're probably afraid because it can go wrong. But most of your sideline figures the game is over. Yes or no?
Fair statement. Very fair statement.
Right. So we've seen that ball fall to the ground numerous times. Nothing happens. And you're right. He kind of disrespected. He kind of disrespected the football gods and it backfired
immediately. They ain't get him a week later. You know how a coach be like, "Hey, you remember a week ago? When da-da-da-da-da?" And I actually got a great story about this. I talk about a player named Jeff James all the time. Actually, he was at the game. I talk about this, and I wish I could play it. I know we're almost out of time here.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, Sri, I might want to play if you don't mind. If you got a little time there, my brother.
What is it?
No, I don't have the file with me. It's a video. He's at the game. He's like, Coach, hey, Jeff James, who is Edgerrin James' nephew, played for me at Olympia, a ball player. He was the first name I heard when I walked on campus, but I always kept hearing, man, this dude, James, he could do da-da-da, but he gonna do da-da-da-da-da. So when I remember meeting with him first time, I said, bro, we got to eliminate the buts. Everybody got these great things to say about you, but, and then they eliminate all the great stuff because it gets washed away with all of the other stuff that's going to come with it. So he was a great two-way player, played both ways, dynamic, but he was used to getting his way. I said, no, you only going to play defense until you earn it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Until you earn it. And he earned it. He earned his way, and we get ready to play Evans High School. We down by 6. No, we down by 6 or 5. And here's how he earned it. Always want to get in the middle of stuff. They had a fight on campus, and I heard a assistant principal say, Jeff James was in it. Jeff James was in it. And I just put my head. I was sweeping the weight room, and I was just chilling, game day. And I put my head down like, dang. And I heard another assistant principal say he had nothing to do with it. He walked right past and went to class. Perfect example. Yes. And I put my head up, and I went to the AP, and I asked. I said, "Is that what happened?" She said, "Yes." Right. And that night we played Evans. And he kept saying, "Go put me in." He didn't know nothing I knew about the fight, or I heard on the radio.
Right.
I said, "I don't know if it's your turn yet." He walked off here. I said, "Jeff, you earned it, baby, about that fight. You went to class." He looked at me, eyes lit up, put him in. Guess what? Joe Milton, Jeff James, woo, dun, 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 loose. I got that video too. I'm gonna pull that huddle tape up. I got that. I'm gonna pull it up so y'all can see it.
Jeff James. Well, them James all across Florida, ain't they?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find that play and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Man, it was damn, the highlight, he got his own highlight right here. That's hilarious. I pull it up, he got his own highlight. But this was the play right here that we put him in, and he beat that team. But it was because I understood, and I believe that the karma of the football gods and all the other good stuff. Bro, the dude had like 12 interceptions on the season, bro.
He went to school?
He went to Miami. He signed to Miami.
Oh, Jeff, I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember Adrian talking to me about him, something about him, yeah.
Speaking of it, these is Miami gloves right here. 37. Yep. Matter of fact, here we go. I got it. Oh, nice if I do this. Man, this kid could play, man. He could play. So this him right here. This is highlight tape. Well, just from this school. He out there laying wood, man.
What happened to him at Miami?
Hold on. Look at this. You know, there's no offensive clips. No offensive clips this game. He played kick return, punt return, all that. I just wouldn't let him. I said, if you want to score, get an interception.
Woo.
Bro, he's a player, dog. Watch this.
You turned that break on that ball, boy.
Watch this. Look where he's coming from. Pitt. Here you go. That's the game winner right here.
Boy, flung that thing, huh?
Watch this. Game winner. And that's the football gods right there. Touchdown. Game winner. Look at the sideline going nuts. So look at this game winner right here. Knockout.
Oh, that's when football was football.
That's all I'm saying, Street. And that's right there is a perfect example of Jeff James following the rules, man. And good things happen for him. And so that's how I look at it, man. Shout out to Jeff James in the building, man. Much love.
That's when football was football.
The best part about the Street, he said, I love you, Coach. I appreciate you. I got the video of it, man. It's all good. But anyway.
Get out of here, man. I want to see how. Shout out to the village, man. We got film study tonight.
Ooh, y'all boy got good, bad, and uglies?
I don't know about the good, bad, and ugly. But we're just going to break down a little film. Because man, a lot of time people, they be talking off what they see on TV. So we're going to go back and look at some of it. And I think when you go back and look at it, you know what I'm saying? You see something different.
Okay.
So we got that going on. So you got on see how?
Oh, waiting on you.
Huh?
I don't have one. Hold on, I'm trying to look. Let me see.
I don't see how I brought you by IOD Squad, man. 786-405-9499. You want to get down with IOD Squad? That's where we invest every day. I put out plays every day. Let you see me make option plays, and we put out a hot stock list every morning. So 786-405-9499, or the link is in the description. IOD Squad. My man, go copy some villain shorts, man.
Ooh, I gotta get some of them.
I got you, dog. Copy some villain shorts, man. All the links in the description, man. I don't see how I brought you by a whole bunch of Caneville footballville shit. Hayes.
Talk to you.
I don't see how Caleb Williams, for some reason, felt. Listen, I don't know if Jaden Daniels has been hunting him since they've been drafted, but look at his face, dog. He felt something was finna go. The football, somebody had told him something.
Comes down to one last play.
He looks so concerned, don't he?
Yeah.
It's a Hail Mary, Caleb. Come
Getting
on.
longer by the second.
We do this all the time. Nothing's gonna happen, Caleb.
Back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going.
Bruh, Hayes, now for everybody to say that these guys don't care, right?
Right.
Why is he so pissed?
Can I tell you why? I kind of saw something. It's like that fourth time getting beat by last minute stuff. Field goal hits the upright. No, seriously, have y'all seen that? Bro, the field goal hits the upright. It's like they have a win and they're losing it literally by inches in essence. And there's something in the team where they're not paying attention to the football gods, whether it's little details or not. One hits the upright. They get beat by this. I just saw that thing too, man. And so I think he felt it because it's like, bro, this will be our fourth time if we lose this game in this manner. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's come crazy, bro.
Dog, he looked so concerned before the play even started. So you might be right.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough right there, man. I'm trying to get us I don't see how, but not get copyright. I was trying to find something not get copyright. But anyway, I don't have one today, man. I'll probably double up tomorrow. My God, who is this? Lord is my shepherd. No, what I want. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry.
Get off Twitter, man.
All
man.
Right.
Dang.
All right, real quick, man. This is my I don't see how. I'll just say this. My I don't see how is brought to you by Coach Hayes. I'm going to get out of here. Early voting has started. My I don't see how is. I don't care how you feel, who you vote for. I do wish that we exercise your right to vote. Please, it matters. A lot of people have gone through things, even including my family is very close to me because my grandfather was big with the civil rights movement, registering people to vote. And so I'm not here to persuade you who or who not to vote for. I just want you to go and exercise your right. So that's my I don't see how is. I don't see how people fought, died for you to do something and you won't take advantage of it. And that's my I don't see how for the day.
I commend that, dog.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. As I go back to the Instagram models. Sorry, Grandpa.
Exactly.
Hey, everybody got a vice. But anyway, man, let's get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Come check us out Monday through Wednesday. Definitely Thursdays may be questionable due to the fact of scheduling, because I know my man Street be out in the street finding out the latest recruits. Where were you last week? Moorhaven, of all places?
I was about Okeechobee River. Moorhaven.
Yeah. So my man Street be out there, man. So that's how it is. So with all that being said, we appreciate you. Thank y'all, man. And we up out of here. Peace.